We talked about yesterday Cash Cleveland and Jordan Seaton trying to recruit Brett Coolidge. And he was asked about this in a press conference today about him and Seaton going to Colorado and then trying to recruit other IMG linemen. Take a listen here.
Yeah, no, it's really surreal. We got a lot of them other boys we're trying to get here too. Maybe build a full IMG offensive line, so we're working on that and get that going, get that rolling. But yeah, it's surreal. It's an awesome feeling. Being out there with Jordan, that communication's been there since high school, so he knows when I call something, what we're doing, and that bond is never breakable.
Your thoughts?
I'm cool with that. IMG's got some dogs. IMG's got the best linemen in the country, bro. They are fucking dogs, all of them. So I dig it. Like, it's shit. You want to get these big motherfuckers up here and start just shuffling out first-round picks on the offensive line in Boulder, I'm with that shit. So, Breck is a special player, and he'll be here again for the Oklahoma State weekend. And that's Thanksgiving weekend, so that'll be fun. I'm with this. I think Cash and Jordan can help recruit the next crop.
Yeah, no doubt. And Coach Prime, we talked about this, bringing in freshmen. He expects them to play. He doesn't bring them in to develop them. And he actually talks about that in a press conference. Take a listen here.
You grab a freshman, we expect that guy to play. We're not looking at, hey, man, we can just redshirt you, develop you. No. We're looking for you to come in and play some football. I don't give a darn if it's a walk-on, if it's a Cash Cleveland. We expect you to play. So our approach is somewhat different, heavily scrutinized, heavily criticized, but we know what we're doing.
Yeah. Matt, what do you think about that?
As a freshman, that's what you want to hear. Because
Right.
There's a narrative out there that they don't recruit high school kids, which is bullshit. They just don't recruit all high school kids.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a good player and you're looking for opportunity and you believe in yourself, that's just Coach Prime's bag. That's what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're just a guy who's got stars next to his name like Cromani McLean and you can't go to class and you don't want to do things right, that's not what he's looking for. So I'm sure he'll take a chance on a 5-star kid, but he's also not afraid to pull the rug out from that kid too, because coaches see way more than anybody else does. They know if a kid's a turd or not, regardless of how many stars are next to his name. So I feel like if you're really serious as a high school player and CU's recruiting you and you're not really seriously taking them, for what they are saying, it's more of a knock on the kid and the parent than the coach. They just don't see it because what's happening is like it's revolutionizing the way recruiting and the transfer portal and everything works. So, there's some special shit going on in Boulder when you can get incredibly quality snaps from the number one player at his position in the country and the 5-star who was recruited by everyone, and on the same unit get the same kind of production, not in as big of a sample size, but the same kind of productive play from Cash Cleveland, who walks in as a redshirt freshman or as a true freshman walk-on, and they're both coming from the same place, and they're both playing at a high level, and one was a 5-star and one was a walk-on. That's impressive. So, it's identifying talent. Again, a lot of it has nothing to do with stars.
Yeah, no, that's very
like Zane D'Souza is only a 3-star tight end up in Loveland, but he's 6'7", 260 and runs 4.5.
Yeah.
So you bring him in and he develops a tight end, he's playing next year. Like, there's not going to be any of this like, well, we'll redshirt you and get you mature. Nah, dude, you're on the field. It's what it is. So get your fucking mind right. That's the way this works. So, there's not a whole lot of like offensive linemen and defensive linemen. Some of them still need to go redshirt and develop. But right now, there's a whole lot of guys walking into college football ready to play. Or they're being forced to play and they got to get ready. Either way, it's the same thing.
Yeah, and Zane talked about it when he came on the show. I mean, he's like, I came there looking to play. And Coach Prime said that's what he's looking for that opportunity. Coach Prime said he's going to give him that opportunity or something like that. So
I disagree with you, Jesse. I don't think they would be a dynasty because everybody would have the opportunity to do what they were doing.
Yeah.
They were paying people under the table, and they were doing it in a way that everybody couldn't do. So if you give everybody the same rules and they can all pay for players, I don't know if it does turn out the same way, honestly.
Yeah, good point. Let me ask you something. And Coach JB makes this point a lot. He's always like, Coach Prime doesn't recruit the traditional way and doesn't recruit blah, 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 blah.
What way is
my
that?
response to that would be he doesn't need to. Do you agree?
I 100% agree. Again, they come to him. He doesn't need to go to each high school. He's not just some guy that played that's now coaching.
Mm-hmm.
That's Coach Prime, bro. Like, he doesn't need to do things the same way. The rule book is different for him. Of course, coaches and guys who have to do it the old traditional way aren't going to like the way he does it. No one likes it when things come easy to somebody. Everyone, oh, fuck him. It comes so easy to him. I wish I could have it come that easy to me. Like, there's always some kind of underwoven narrative there, or jealousy or whatever else when something's brought up like that. Like, I wish all the players would want to come play for me without me having to go to their houses. I wish I didn't have to take trips around the country. I wish everybody would just come to me instead of me having to go to them.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that the kids would try and convince me to take them rather than me having to try and convince the kids. Like, it's, of course everybody's jealous of Coach Prime. That's because you can't do it. I mean, you've seen Tropic Thunder, obviously. We talk about it all the time. But at the beginning of the movie, when Jack Black's all fucked up and he's on the microphone and he bites the microphone cable and spits it off and goes, fuck you, you can't do what I do. That's Coach Prime. Period. Fuck you, you can't do what I do, and that sucks for you. Deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you, you can't do what I do. Puh. Like, it's what it is, dog. You can't do what the man does, and I'm sorry that you can't, but that sucks for you and not for us.
Yeah, no, well said, big man. I agree with you 100%.